Really? We're doing this again? Was Snowshite and the Seven Controversies not torture enough? Disney just won't learn their lesson, will they? They just want to keep being greedy, desperate pieces of shit and keep releasing these things that are completely and totally, entirely fucking pointless, don't they? They want to keep releasing these things that keep sucking away people's money and blinding them by nostalgia. They want to keep making these things that are praised so highly by the fucking Disney shills that it takes away profit from movies that actually fucking deserve it. Guess that's just Disney at this point. They are desperate, money hungry, cash grabbers. They are nothing but a corporate, cynical shit pile that will literally do anything and everything for money. So let's get this out of the way right now. Is this as unwatchably god-awful as Snowshite and the Seven Controversies? No. This one is better by margins. It's still ass, but it's better. However, there are some things about this movie that it does actually get right, believe it or not, that we'll talk about. But just so you know, most of this movie, I'm gonna be ripping it to fucking pieces, like I do with all these Disney or live-action remakes, because they are fucking pointless. And it's time for people to wake the fuck up. If they could see that Snowshine and the Seven Controversies wasn't worth watching, they should be able to see that this isn't worth watching either. It's just another lame, desperate, cash-grabbing remake that has no point even existing. So let's dive into it, shall we? What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mr. Station, which is for anything animation, including TV and movies. I'm your host, Jackson Small. Welcome to my very miserable review of the Lilo and Stitch 2025 remake. Just stop. These remakes need to fucking stop. We are all sick and tired of them. Well, all of us that have a brain, anyway. All of us that actually have respect for ourselves. All of us that want good things again. We're sick of these remakes. We are absolutely sick of them. And this may not be the worst one, but it is just another example of why it has no point even existing in the first place. So, let's dive in. Here we go. Hey, look, it's another pointless crap pile from a company that is out of ideas. Sure, it's better than Snowshite and the Seven Controversies. I'm not calling it its actual name because that is an absolute offense to that movie in every single way, shape, and form humanly possible. But it's still nowhere close to being good. And keep in mind, this is coming from one of those rare people that actually wasn't a big fan of the original. Yeah, if you saw my Disney-Vember review on this one, I was not a fan of it. I thought it was slow, I thought it was extremely overrated, and I thought it was at best average. Like, Stitch himself is great, but everything surrounding him, not great. Just very run-of-the-mill Disney, even back then. So, needless to say, my expectations were bottom of the barrel. Not to mention, again, next remake following Snowshite. However, there's still some things that I do want to give a tiny bit of praise to before I rip it apart, because this movie did do a few things better than some of the other remakes. For one, Stitch is still himself, and the design is not half bad. Like, they kept Stitch's design pretty much exactly how it is. Just add like a fur texture over it. And he still acts the way you expect Stitch to act. So, Stitch himself is the best part of this Stitch remake movie thing, which I guess makes it somewhat positive, but it needs more than just that. Like, that was the problem with the original movie, too. It had pretty much nothing but Stitch. Stitch was the only thing in that movie that was actually worth caring about, outside of Lilo. His friendship with Lilo, that is what made that movie what that is. So how do you think I feel when there is no chemistry between Stitch and the new actress they got to play Lilo in this movie? Yeah, not exactly happy. Anyway, sorry, getting back to positives. Casting was fine. Most of it was exactly how you expect it to be. It's okay. And they kept the marketing relatively the same as the original, with Stitch parodying other Disney IPs, which admittedly was pretty funny. I will give it that. They did keep the marketing the exact same as the original, with putting Stitch in parody posters of other movies. You know, it was like Sonic movie before Sonic movie. And yeah, the posters themselves are still pretty funny, but at the same time, again, it's just all rehashing what's been done before. But everything else about this one sucks big time, just like all these unnecessary piece of shit remakes. The storytelling is lifeless, the acting was unremarkable, everyone was just there for a paycheck. Music is terrible, especially that new main theme that they made for this movie. Fucking garbage. The rest of the CGI is atrocious. Seriously, Disney, stop with this, like, realism CGI shit. Okay? It looked awful in Lion King. It looked awful in Mufasa. It looked awful in Snow White. It looked awful in the decent Little Mermaid remake. And it looks awful here. Get someone new to make your damn CGI, because it's clear that whoever's doing this is half-assing it as much as possible. Pacing is obnoxious, the runtime is too long, the rewatchability is 0, and taking out a core character from the original was pure unexcusable laziness. Seriously, they literally took out one of the core characters of the original movie, all because of the excuse that they couldn't render him correctly. Well, if that's your excuse, why make the fucking thing at all? If it's too hard to render properly in CGI, maybe don't make the entire movie in CGI. Dumbass. I implore you, I beg you, please don't watch this garbage. You know what you can watch right now? Watch Sinners. Watch Final Destination 6. Watch Clown Cornfield. Or Mission Impossible 8. Watch all those movies instead. Those deserve your money far more than this. Hell, wait for next month and watch Ballerina and Elio. And then also F1 and Megan 2.0 and all those too. Stop letting nostalgia blind you. And keep watching the original instead. Because this, in every single capacity, is a massive downgrade. Speak with your wallets, and this repetitive shit will finally end. It's only going to end when they stop making money. Not worth your time. Final verdict, 3 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Bye.